All right, beautiful people. Good evening this evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. This Idols Hangout officially we're here, we're live on a beautiful Friday evening. Of course, number 14 day of the month of August 2026. And officially 3 minutes gone past the hour of 8 o'clock. Party man and woman, how is you? I hope your weekend went amazing. This is a weekend special. And of course, we are here, we're live to keep it real, to keep it updated, to let you know what's going on in the lives of the favorite celebrities. This is where you stay abreast of information of everything happening in the entertainment space and what is trending. I'm Osita, the rugged gentleman. I've got Joy in the building. Joy, good evening this evening.
Good evening, Osita. How are you? Hope you're good. Well, our beautiful, handsome, amazing fans. How are you? I've missed you so much. Yes, normal level, fame idols. We bring you all the correct gist inside the entertainment industry. Yes, so, well, you know what has been on now? We've been on our Fame Idols Got Talent Season 2. But now we are here live and direct. So what is happening in your area? We want to hear from you because today we are bringing you all the correct gist. Yes, so Lagos is hot. Somewhere is hot. And we'll tell you all about it. So don't go anywhere. Stay with us, okay, as we go forward. But don't forget to follow us on all our social media spaces, okay? On Facebook, on TikTok, we are there live. Please tell a friend to tell a friend that we are here live and direct. We want to hear from you in the comment section. Where are you watching us from? Please, we want to hear from you. Osita.
Speaking of Fame Idols Got Talent Season 2, I mean that the competition is already ongoing. A lot of amazing individuals have sent us their performance video. I mean, if you go through our social media handle, whatsoever platform you make use of, you would see a lot of performance video. The last I counted was about 20. Yeah, so there are a lot of talented individuals showcasing their talent. So do social media page and do well to vote for the talent that you appreciate. If you see anybody that you feel this particular person is doing well, do well to show support, do well to vote for them, do well to let them know that yes, you are supporting them as they compete for 1 million naira. We're not small normally. That being said, let me give you headlines of what to expect on today's program, because as it is, Brain Jotter is finally in the news. A particular, I would call it pandemonium, a particular issue. Yes, a particular issue that's been going on for a very long time. Brain Jotter now finally joined a voice, and then he's letting people know that it affects everybody. PELLER is also in the news today, and our very own OBO is in the news. A viral video that made people know that OBO is a man of the people. Uche Ogbodo is also in the news today, together with T.I Blaze. Yes, a cry that Portable cried many years ago is the cry that T.I Blaze is crying now. Not worry, we're going to let you know exactly what we're talking about as the show progresses. As we always say, do well to leave us comments. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what you feel, and talk to us concerning each and every story that we're going to be talking about, giving you our own opinion. That being said, let's dive right into the topics of conversation. Now, Nigerian content creator Brain Jotter has actually cried out on social media after being harassed by Lagos touts, popularly known as Agbegus. Brain Jotter lamented the incident in a post he shared on his Instagram page. Expressing frustration, the content creator shared a video showing the moment he was harassed in his car by a group of thugs on Lagos Road. He was refused free passage by the touts who were demanding settlement from him. In the video shared by Brain Jotter, one of the touts said, okay, one of the touts was heard boasting, "I be lion." Now, lamenting on that particular incident, the content creator wrote, "Lion, no." Okay, the content creator wrote, This particular one, I'm trying my best to say it exactly the way Brain Jotter said it, so it wouldn't be as if I'm misquoting him or quoting him out of context. Now, the content creator wrote, "Lion no dey use eye see goats. Nigerian zookeepers are the worst. We lack good wildlife, and they let lion escape from their zoo. This is sad." That's exactly what Brain Jotter posted on his social media handle. And this is not the first time we are seeing situations of people being harassed on a daily basis. I mean, I can remember that video that went viral. It was Bimbo Ademoye on a movie set. She was trying her best to make movie as always. And we saw a group of people going there to go and harass her. What made the video go viral was the fact that she told them, if I want to give you money, I'm going to give you, but you don't tell me how much I'm supposed to give you. Joy, I do not know if you saw a video that went viral on TikTok. It was a form of interview. Somebody actually did an interview with Street Touts. Yes, he did an interview with them, and they were letting him know that it is their right. So many of them are not coming with the leg of come and show us love. They're not coming with the leg of do something for us. They're coming with the leg of you are supposed to. Now they are right, like officially, that is what they are meant to do. So that is why it is becoming alarming. We've heard of cases of where people refuse to give them money and they start throwing stones at them. They start damaging their vehicles, they start damaging their properties, start damaging different things. So this particular complaint Brain Jotter is complaining about now, it's not like he's the first person to lay these complaints, but then it is becoming a thing on the high side. This interview I'm telling you about, Joy, couple of them started listing other celebrities. Some of them said they do not want to see PELLER anymore because PELLER know they show love. Some of them were listing celebrities saying that this particular person has given 50,000, this person has given 100,000, this person has given 200,000. And the question everybody is asking is, what exactly are they paying this money for? What is the money for? Like you would hear people saying, there's that same interview I'm talking about. So one of them was saying, we watch your videos, we if not for us, you will not be popular. So you are supposed to pay us money anytime you see us for the fact that we are watching your videos. With a lot of comments like that. You see them saying that if you don't pay, you go back. You see them saying if you don't pay, they damage something. Like it is normal. They're not even doing it as if no, they're doing something wrong. And the question everybody is asking is, what exactly are the authorities doing to curb situations like this? Because it is already getting out of hand. Like it makes celebrities not to do certain things. They won't want to be in certain places. They go one day they are there. So,
You know what? Let me start from a celebrity said something. The celebrity said, "I miss the time when I would just go somewhere on my street, maybe buy corn, buy pear, buy orange along the street, something like that." He said he misses the time when he would just go somewhere, sit down with his friends, on the streets, just taking the the fresh air in the evening, and everybody's just gisting. He said he missed those kind of times. Why? Because it seems as if when it comes out and maybe some of these people see him, it seems as if he has come. It's time to come and collect my share. It's time to collect my own, that kind of thing. And they always do it as, maybe, it's my right. You must give me. So before, he missed those times when it was just, it was being free, can just come out, go somewhere, buy something along. You see, there was one woman, he loves buying her corn then and her pear, that kind of thing, So it is something that it has been happening, not just today, it has been happening. And people have been lending their voice to it, in different sectors. Okay, Brain Jotter is talking about it now, but look at the people that are building houses in Lagos. You're building your house and somebody is telling you, Omonile, I'm the owner of the land, you must settle me. You've done the paperwork you're supposed to do. Why are you coming to tell me I must settle you to build the house? I've done the paperwork I'm supposed to do. I'm not supposed to settle you. You're not the bricklayer, you're not the engineer, you are not fetching water for the people that are building the house. You are not doing anything. You're not carrying sand, you're not nothing. You just come there, you make noise, you go away, and you must collect. It's not the way, things are not done like that. So many fans have been lending their voice to this. If I said, welcome to Lagos Live. Now waiting we they see every day. You see, that's I'm telling you that people are relating to this because it's happening to them. But somebody is saying, I'm going to say the way this fan said it. Okay, the fan said, "Try they show love for street. He gets why if anything happens to you, like accident, God forbid, now them go rescue you. And people are like, what do you mean by that? Why would you say that you should try to show love for, if anything happen, like them go that means they are the one trying to make the person to have accident, or what is their plan? What's their plan? Okay, if somebody was saying that, oh, Brain Jotter, leave Lagos now and go back to your state if Lagos no do you, some people are even supporting it, because there on social media you have different kind of people. You even have people that are admirers themselves telling you, oh, if you don't want to give us, then leave it now. If you don't want to give us, leave Lagos. Those kind of things, and it's not the way it should be. Okay, not the way. Somebody was even saying that the difference between these ones and the ones in the north is that those ones in the north beg with humility, why the Lagos beggars, they demand your money as a right that they are entitled to, and you don't just give them what you want, but the amount they want. If not, they harm you or your property. Okay, it's now extortion. Okay, or robbery. Okay, it's no more show us love or something. It is not. Okay, it's not it. Okay, somebody was even saying, instead of government to go and arrest them, or they are blaming the celebrities for giving them money for their own safety. You cannot blame the celebrities, because some of these celebrities, maybe depending on the kind of situation they are, they'll say, okay, just give them something, let's go. Not that they want to, because it's not your right. Somebody can decide to give you something, but you don't come and start harassing the person in the name of they must give you. No, you don't do that. You know that person who is trying to do something, that celebrity is a human being trying to do something good for the person's sake. You also try to do something for yourself. Somebody said another fan was saying that when people don't have shame, they live anyhow, they do things anyhow, and they feel like it doesn't concern anybody. But it's the kind of things we see every day here in Lagos. Okay, so it is wrong. It's not the way it should be. It's not the way it should be. And people are saying that the government should look into this. Okay, they should look into this, because this is a problem. It's a problem that's been happening. This is not the first time we are hearing it from Brain Jotter, but there are other people that have been talking about it. Okay, also that gave an example of Bimbo Ademoye, and she's not the only person. I think it has also happened to Funka Akindele. Yes, on her set, and she's not even the only one. So many of them have spoken about it, and I also gave instances of people that are not even, or that are not in the entertainment industry. So this is a problem that we should look into. Okay, and our fans, please, I want to hear from you viewers. How do you see this? What is happening in your area? Have you gone through something like this? Please share your experience with us. Okay, want to hear from you. Want to know what is happening in your area, because this is a problem. It's on the uprising, and it needs to be stopped. It needs to be, so there needs to be a cut on this kind of thing. It's not supposed to continue. Okay, so how do you see it? Want to hear from you. Okay, and well, that is all for Brain Jotter for now. We'll keep you posted when we hear more things about this, because this is really a problem. Well, let us go into our next story. Okay, this is coming from our own TikToker streamer, so many things you're gonna call him, PELLER. Yes, so PELLER is in the news again. We've been celebrating PELLER for some time, his traditional marriage, wedding, so many things. He has been keeping the internet on fire. Oh yes, PELLER has been keeping the internet on fire. And something else is happening. It's not just the traditional marriage and the wedding. Now we are done with the traditional marriage, we are done with the wedding, and we are moving forward. Okay, and fans are asking, because there was a post that Jarvis made. Oh, but even a post saying wedding done and dusted. Now we move to the honeymoon. Fans have been looking, they want to hear what is happening. What's happening? Okay, where is the honeymoon going on? This and that. I beg we could not calm down. Calm down. You want to see everything, you want to hear everything. But don't worry, Fame Idols is here for you to bring you all the correct gist. But what is in the news today? What has PELLER got to tell us today? Now, Nigerian streamer PELLER has dragged his parents for attending his wedding ceremony. I don't understand. Why will he drag his parents for attending his wedding ceremony? Is it that they were not invited, or he does not want them to attend the wedding ceremony? Okay, this is coming after his wedding. Okay, what really happened? Okay, now PELLER's parents, who have separated from each other, attended the ceremony of PELLER. That is his wedding ceremony, the traditional marriage and all. Expressing his frustration over the development, the TikTok streamer in a video on a video revealed that he had confronted his parents for turning his wedding into a party despite his earlier warning. According to PELLER, he said, I'm tired of all these things. I changed it for them. Oh. no be small. This is according to Pella, because I told them to invite just a few people, but my mom they carry her own boyfriend come, my daddy carry his own girlfriend come. All of them just turned my wedding to party. Polygamy is very hard. I'm from a polygamous family, he said. Mama oh, papa oh, brother and everybody one turn to social media. This is still Pella speaking. I dey vex oh, me and my family, I dey vex for them like this. Make you know say no be small, no be small vex. This is what Pella is saying. Okay, Pella also let us know that his wedding ceremony cost him upwards of 300 million. Okay, he said this in a TikTok post saying 300 million plus gone for wedding, and this is a wedding he's still complaining that he told his parents to just come with few people, few friends, and the mom came with her partner, daddy came with his girlfriend, and all that. I'm telling you that fans were surprised. Some fans were surprised, yes, because they were asking, what is happening? Does it mean that Pella's parents are not together? What is really happening? Yes, Pella's parents are not together. Okay, Pella even told us that his parents did not get married. They did not get married. His mother gave birth to him. So, from what we heard, from what the fans said, okay, from what we heard that the mother gave birth to Pella. She was pregnant with Pella, gave birth to him. The parents never got married. Everybody went their own way. Nobody was together. Okay, so Pella said, he wants to break that course. He wants to be the one to get married properly, and which he did, and fans are proud of him. Okay, so when Pella came online saying all these things about his parents attending the wedding with his family, many fans were not having it. They were not okay with it. I'm telling you, they were not, because somebody was giving instances saying that if that I say the fan was saying that they should look at the way Iyabo Ojo did hers. When Priscilla got married, actress Iyabo Ojo, when her daughter Priscilla got married, you can see during the Priscilla's wedding, a fan is saying that during Priscilla's wedding, everything was very matured. Nobody would even notice that Priscilla, Iyabo Ojo, and her husband are not together anymore. Nobody will even notice it. Okay, and that's a high level of maturity. Okay, another person was saying that another fan said that they should have sat down as parents instead of sitting down, with one boyfriend and one girlfriend. Also, I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, another person was saying that one fan was saying, oh, that Pella should have not come online to say this kind of thing, telling us that his father came with the girlfriend, the mother came with her boyfriend. That one fan was saying, I trust my guy. They hide in mouth. He go talk everything. But people were even sympathizing that if you come from a polygamous family, you understand what Pella is saying, that it's not easy. It's not easy at all. People that are not from a polygamous family, they will not understand it. Okay. And that some fans are still blaming Jarvis for marrying Pella. I'm telling you, and I'm skip on saying you are not the one who is going to tell her what to do. Calm down, I beg, leave the lady alone. Because somebody was saying, if so Jarvis saw all this thing and she still went ahead to marry this guy, married to a polygamous family. What is she even looking for? It is not your business. Please leave them alone. We've said it. I've been saying it. Leave them alone. Okay, leave them. If someone is even supporting Pella, saying if mommy Pella talks to Jarvis, Osita, can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly.
Okay, I think I don't know if you can hear the way. So somebody was saying that if mommy Pella talk to Jarvis in any way that is not good, Pella will even separate from his mother because of Jarvis. And I don't know if it's going to be that way. Our fans, how do you see this? I want you to leave comments in the comment section, okay? How do you see this, okay? Do you think that if Pella's mother speak to Jarvis in a way, or maybe treats Jarvis in a way that, that is not okay, that is not right, Pella will separate from his mother because of Jarvis? Do you think so? Do you think do you think it's a possibility? Do you think that's a possibility? I want to hear from you, okay? How do you see this? Do you think it's a possibility? Because I really love the way Priscilla Ojo, Iyabo Ojo, and the way they played theirs. It was so matured. Many fans don't even know that they are separated. She and her husband is separated. That Iyabo Ojo and her husband are not together. They don't know. They don't even know. So Pella coming online to say all these things, fans were surprised. They were like, what is happening? Why will they come with, this person with his girlfriend, this person with her boyfriend? What is happening? Why would they do something like that? Oh, no, Osita, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Osita? So, the whole thing was just somehow. But then it is what it is. When is, but was it that?
The very first thing I would like to understand is the fact that I'm trying to understand exactly why people are disturbed by the parents' choice of guests to this particular wedding. See, the fact that they are separated, the fact that they are no longer together doesn't disturb in any way their role as parents. They are still parents. Pella's mother is still Pella's mother. Pella's father is still Pella's father. They might not be husband and wife anymore, but that doesn't stop them from being parents. So I'm trying to understand the entire force about, okay, they decided to come and see. The father is not a baby. The mother is not a child. These are matured human beings. Yes, their marriage didn't work. Doesn't mean their life is supposed to end. Doesn't mean they are not meant to do any other thing with themselves again. The fact that they decided to go their separate ways, it doesn't change anything. I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from. So people coming out to come and drag them that they came with a girlfriend, they came with a boyfriend. I'm still trying to understand what exactly is wrong with that. See, the man is a full-grown man, the woman is a full-grown woman. They can decide to attend the wedding with whoever they want to attend the wedding with. You just have to deal with it. There are certain things or there are certain situations you cannot change. It's best to just deal with it. Joy, do you understand where I'm coming from?
Okay. I understand what you're saying, and if I was saying something that, also that somebody was even supporting you, if I was saying that Pella is too immature, it's not everything you speak about in public, the fan said, I hope he will not wake up one day and say negative things about his marriage to the public. Okay, so it is, most people are supporting, but some people are not. But I want to hear from you, our fans. How do you see this? Are you in support of Bella's parents coming to the wedding with their respective partners, or do you think they should have come, come to there, sit down as a couple, and after the ceremony, everybody go back to their life? How do you think it would be better for them to play it out? How do you think it would be better? Also, that please let's continue.
Truthfully, if I was in that particular situation, God knows I would ignore completely. God knows I would not even say anything about it. I would celebrate with my mom, I would celebrate with my dad, and allow them to continue living their life, because I also want to start my own life. So I would not use their reggae to spoil my blues in any way. You would not see me on social media coming out to say, okay, this person came with this, that person came with that. That is just me washing my dirty nails in public. Better still, you would see me just chilling. I celebrate with the mom, I celebrate with the dad. However they choose to live their life, it becomes their business completely. But that being said, as Joy rightfully said, please, we would like to hear from you. Leave us comments in the comment section. Let us know exactly if you agree with what Pella is saying, or you have a different opinion of how best the situation would have been handled. And that being said, it takes us right to the very next story. Yes, Davido is in the news, as we rightfully pointed out, and this is something that cemented Davido's position as a Nigerian sweetheart, because a lot of people have been saying a lot of good things about Davido ever since this particular video went viral. Now, the Afrobeat superstar, I'm talking about David Adeleke, popularly known as Davido, has actually brought his Oreade Royal Night concert to a temporary, as in he brought his Oreade Royal Night concert to a temporary halt after allegedly spotting a fan disrespecting a member of his team. Now, the incident actually occurred on the 11th of August 2026 at the O2 Forum, Kentish Town in London, where the singer was performing as part of an early showcase for the tracks from his newly released album, Oreade. With the music stopped, Davido turned his attention to an audience member and issued a stern warning over the alleged incident. According to him, he said, "You are not going to come to my show and disrespect my staff like that." The Grammy-nominated singer said this while pointing into the crowd. "If I see you here one more time, I'm going to walk off the stage," he added. Now, Davido also reminded the audience that members of his crew had worked throughout the day to make the concert possible. According to him, he said, "These people have been working here all day. Don't do that," he said. And this particular video of the incident has since circulated widely on social media, showed the singer visibly angry at the as he addressed the audience member. His decision to interrupt the performance and publicly defend his staff attracted attention online, with many social media users reacting to his firm stance. The exact circumstances surrounding the alleged disrespect remains unclear, and it was not immediately known whether the fan was removed from the venue. I watched that video. Yes, I watched that video. And if you also saw that video while it was circulating, you would understand that Davido was like monitoring that particular person. He didn't just look once and reacted immediately. No, he looked, he come off face. He looked again. He did act like he was not interested, or he was not noticing what was going on. It was like the third or fourth time that he turned his face before he had to stop the entire performance. I mean, he literally halted the performance. DJ, kill him. Then he passed his message and continued performing. And people since then have been saying this is only Davido, and it's only Davido that can do something like this. They started giving hints that if it was Burna Boy, that far for not collect Timberland for head by now. A lot of people had different opinions about this, with plenty of people pointing out the fact that it is just Davido and Davido alone that can be like that. People are praising him for looking out for his team member. People are praising him because a lot of people will tell you that the customer is king. That is, the fan that came there to watch you perform is king, and they would even disregard, you that is the team member. Somebody pointed out, she said she can remember when she was working in a lounge and a customer disrespected her, and she was made to apologize to the customer. That is, after being disrespected, she was made to apologize to the customer, and later she was reprimanded that, don't you know that the customer is always right? So based on logistics, a lot of people have been praising Davido left, right, and center, saying only Davido can do something like that. But a lot of people have been asking who exactly was disrespecting the team member. Which of the team member was disrespected? What exactly was going on? People were even citing that they want to believe that it is a member of the security team, that those bouncers, they can do and undo. That they want to believe that it is the bouncers that is disrespecting Davido's team member. Nothing anybody want to say. They just carry it and gave to security team immediately. But I want to believe that the bouncers or the security team are supposed to be part of his team. Yes. So you cannot tell me that the team is disrespecting the team. No, it's not balanced. It's not really balanced at all. Means there is no synergy. But then, Joy,
you know what? A fan said something. A fan said that, that fan disrespecting the video staff must be the president of Customers Are Always Right Association. When things happen like this, you start to wonder, okay, even if a lady said, oh, find me a guy like Davido. Okay, no problem. Maybe we'll find you someone like Davido. Okay, another one said, boss, where they always look out for in staff. Well done. Okay, now if I said that I protect my staff in as much as I respect my customers, because having to find a staff who fits so well these days is hard. I like this. Okay, another fan is saying a man who places value on persons regardless of class. Okay, so Osita, you were not wrong when you said that fans have been praising the video. Many people have been saying, so many, beautiful comments about what happened. Okay. Another fan was saying, if you see someone well trained, you would know happiness go on wound that staff because say you buy tickets, you go on misbehave. Thank you, Davido. Your staff will be grateful. Again, these are the kind of things that can make your fans to be endeared to you. Okay, even when you were talking about Timberland and Burna Boy, somebody was saying that oh, you get luck, say no be my Burna Boy in body for teller. Seriously. Seriously, fans have not forgotten what happened then, on during Burna Boy's concert, on the stage, and too many things that happened with Burna Boy talking to his fans, the one that even came that told that thing, is, the one that was sleeping during the, his concert, and so many the other ones where he used his Timberland to step on that guy, Burna Boy has always been this kind of person that uses violence to answer everything. Okay, so people are really praising David. The fan said, "Oh, Ezimo Madu." Ezimo Madu means someone who is a good person. Okay, so fans are really happy with this. But how do you see this thing that happened with Davido? Because most people will say we were expecting Davido to say, if you continue that, I will walk you out of this. I'll walk you out of this concert. But he did not say that. He said, I'm going to step out, I'm going to go up stage, okay? And you heard fans started shouting. I watched the video. The fans started shouting. Someone say, what if Davido has walked off stage because of that guy? What thing go happen? Say, as in, people will face that fan. They go explain tire. Oh yeah, what did you do?
Yeah,
The whole thing is
but
going to be
actually, you're
it's
talking
going to be
about
an uprising.
explanation. Yeah, and why I find it funny is I'm actually imagining I paid 50,000 naira, for example, to go and watch the video
Yeah,
perform, and because of the person standing right beside me, the video should walk off stage. That person will refund me. There is no two
that
ways
person.
about. If you can do something that will make him leave before my 50,000 to expire, you will refund me. You must refund me, and you refund all of us that is there. So by the time we are done with you, you will know how to respect yourself. And I think it's funny disrespecting somebody's, or should I say, people, the organizers of a particular occasion. You get as e be. No
Yes.
versa cut you. No versa
No,
cut you.
no, it's okay. It's okay. But that's it on what Davido did. And I want to hear from you, our fans. Okay, please leave us comment in the comment section. How do you see this thing that happened with Davido? Are you in support of it? Because the fan was saying that that is the way you also treat his staff. It's not easy to find staff who are the it's not easy to find the correct thing these days. So when you treat them well and all that, you gave it, it was support of what Davido did. Okay, so are you in support of what Davido did? Okay, I want you to leave comment in the comment section. I want to hear from you. How do you see this? Okay, well, I want me to come out for inside this matter. Okay, I want to hear from you. How do you see this thing that happened to Davido? Did he handle it more maturely than Burna Boy, or you think he should have handled it the way Burna Boy would do his own? Because someone said if Davido handled it like Burna Boy, it will send the message home. But the way the video did it, I don't know. But how do you see this? We want to hear from you. What's it that? Please, let's continue.
And I'm also curious what measures are going to be put in place to avoid future occurrences of things like this. Because, sincerely speaking, it is appalling how you, as a member of the team, organizing a concert and all, putting in all your best. See, if you've been behind the scenes for concerts or events, you would know that some of them are there 3 days before. There is this
Yeah.
particular concert that happens in the east, in Enugu State, and believe it or not, people are there setting up 3 days, 4 days before. The Experience Lagos, you'd see people in Tafawa Balewa Square as long as 1 week. They are setting up, trying to get things in order. The least you would see, that is events that are not so big, you would see them a day before, or let me say a night before the event, up until when the event is going to start. I knew somebody that organized a comedy show recently, and he was there from morning. As early as 6, he got to the venue, trying to organize things, trying to make things right, and he was there till evening. He had to be close to the venue, like he had to lodge very, very close to the venue. And around 6, 7, he went to his hotel room, freshened up, changed, and then came back to the venue again. Stayed till the next day. Even after the event, he was still there for a while, trying to pack up, settle things. So a lot of work is being put into place for people that are organizing events. And after somebody goes through that particular stress, you come and disrespect the person because of you're a fan, because of you've purchased tickets. It get as it be. Strict measures are supposed to be put in place to make sure future occurrences don't happen. I've heard of different scenarios outside the country whereby there are things you do and you get banned. You get
Mhm.
banned. There are some artists that if they are performing outside the country are like American artists. There are some of them that if they are performing and you should climb the stage, you get banned. You get banned from attending any of their concerts. You are not supposed to be there. There are things you do and then they will publish your face. This particular person is banned from any activities that is going to happen in this place. So what measures are going to be put in place? What measures are being kept in place to make sure that such acts doesn't happen again? At this particular point, it's high time people start to speak up for things that are wrong. You don't just embrace everything. You are not made to swallow everything simply because this particular person is a staff or this particular person is a customer. You get as it be. The more they are looking at it from the entertainment angle, I would really like for it to be addressed even down to hospitality, because believe it or not, a lot is happening in the hospitality industry. But that being said, leave us comment, let us know what you think. Did Davido go about it the right way, or how would you have gone about it if you were in that particular situation? We'll leave that and go right into the very next story. Uche Ogbodo is in the news, and Joy is going to be telling us everything we need to know. Joy.
Uche Ogbodo, our Nollywood actress. You know what's up with Uche Ogbodo? She had just separated recently from her husband, Bobby Maris. Yes, they have been married for some years now, and everybody decided to go them separate ways because she said she can no longer be married to a princess. Well, we thought that was all from Uche Ogbodo. Something else has happened though. She has unveiled a new look after undergoing a facial rejuvenation procedure. Yes, so taken to her Instagram page, the actress shared videos of her new look while explaining her decision to undergo the cosmetic procedure. Okay, she said, in her words, I got me a new face because I can. Listen, this is still Uche Obodo speaking. She said, listen, I am a woman who believes in one thing. If you don't like it, change it. I'm not about to sit down and complain about something. I have the power to improve. She went on to say that I love my face. It's still Uche, okay? I love my face. I love myself. But babes, we can always upgrade. So yes, I went for my facial rejuvenation. They understood the assignment. I had threads plus fillers plus PDO done to lift, restore volume, smooth outlines, and give me that fresh, youthful, well-rested look without surgery. This is coming from Uche Obodo. This is her words, she said this. Now, if you can look at the screen, you could see the before and the after. Okay, because most fans have been asking which one is before, which one is after. Please calm down. Calm down. If you look at it well, you're going to know the before and the after, because the before is she putting on, is a full picture. You can see the half of her picture. You can see it clearly. The new look is the one where we see her face, her hair put down. You can see the white bandage. I think it's the bandage they use in holding the face at the side. So you can see the new look. That is the new look of Uche Ogbodo, actress Uche Ogbodo. Okay. So, most fans are not, some fans are okay with it. Yes, I was telling you that some fans are okay with it. But some fans are wondering, you don't understand, why would she want to do something like this and leave her natural face? What is really happening? Okay, why? Why? We don't understand the reason behind it. She has told us that she's a woman who believes that if you want something, you can get it, then go for it. Okay. If you can't, then you do it. Okay. So fans were saying a lot of things. I want to tell you what our fans were saying. Okay. Now, a fan said, by next year, everybody for Lagos go resemble themselves. That is what one fan said. Another fan said, oh, ma, God design, doctor redesign. Please, which one is the new look? I hope it's not the one with the duck mouth. No, please, 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 you should calm down. Calm down, please. Because somebody is asking, which one is the new look? I hope it's not the one with the duck mouth. I beg, make her calm down. Calm down. Another fan said, the new face, don't they smile already? We won't even know when she's angry and when she's not angry, because the new face is always smiling. I don't understand, I don't understand, The person said, this doctor self now content creator. Hey, oh, now wow. In fact, the fan was saying she not even wait make the face heal before she show us. I'm just imagining her eating with this mouth that is like this. Hey, oh, please go to her house and imagine it with her. You want to know how she's going to eat with the mouth? Please go to her house. Go to her house and do it. Because I'm telling you, Osita, some fans were in support. I'm telling you, a fan said, whatever makes you happy, baby girl, life is for the living. Another one said, why people they fear to get old, please. But somebody was always saying, baby girl, do you be happy? Okay, that's it. Okay, Osita, someone said something. The fan said that I don't know why people are complaining about Uche Ogbodo new look. She decided to do it because she wanted to. She has the money to do it. Some of you, if you have the money to do it, you will do worse than her. So why are you complaining? Okay. Someone said, okay, because people, if I was saying that, oh, because of, if I was saying that one thing about doing surgery is that when you start doing surgery, you've gone for BBL. Once you start changing one or two things in your body, is removing this, it becomes like an obsession. You want to change everything. You no longer feel that you're enough. You want to start changing this. You want to do this. You want to do that. You want to change everything. That kind of thing. But also, that how do you see this? How do you see this new look? Also, can you hear me? How do you see this new look and the old look? I've tried to tell the fans the one that is a new look and the old one? Because somebody is asking which one is the new one and the old one.
But
How you
Joy,
see
Joy,
this?
first things first, Joy, did you notice any difference?
The difference I notice is her mouth is now wider than before. The mouth is now more stretched out. That's what I noticed.
That's the only difference I noticed.
Okay,
Like,
so
do you think that the new look is better? See, I understand that it is her money and she has the right to do whatever she wants with her money. But do you think that it is better, like this particular thing she did now? Do you think it is better than what it used to be?
I don't have to think about it. Do you know why? Because it is her. That is what she wants to do. Okay, what I think, oh, it is good or it's not good. Is it going to change what she did, or is it going to change her from not doing another one if she wants to? It's
I
not.
think you're
It's not.
misunderstanding my
It's not my
question. My
decision to
question, my
make.
question
Okay,
was not
it's not my
My question
decision.
was not, do you think she should do it? And my question was not, do you think she should do it? That's not what I asked. I didn't ask if she should do it or do you think she should do it. What I asked is, do you think it is better? See, if somebody should do something, I believe everybody that have eyes would be able to have an opinion if that thing is good or not, irrespective of what we think. I'm not here going to be trying to advise her like she's not supposed to do it or she's supposed to do it. No, that's not what I'm saying. But if you see something, you can actually say, okay, this is good, it was much needed. You can see something and say, okay, this was not needed at all. Now my question be that, do you think it is better than what it used to be before?
I think that whatever is good for Uche is what Uche did for herself. That's just what I think. Whatever is good
Any
for Uche
which
is what
way,
she did.
personally, I agree with the fan that said, okay, she should do whatever she like, do whatever makes her happy. That is on point. Yes, that is on point. Do whatever makes you happy. I'm not one person to come and start advising somebody how to spend their money. I'm not one person to come and start telling somebody, okay, when you have money, do this or don't do this. Let us do exactly what makes us happy. There are a lot of people out there that if they are in the position to spend, if they should have the money, they will do exactly what she's doing right now. There are a lot of people that are angry because they cannot afford it, not because they don't like it. They are not angry because they don't like it. They are not angry because they are angry because they want to do it, but they can't. That is why a lot of people in the fans are pissed off. That's why a lot of people in the comment section are pissed off, because they themselves would love to do something like this, but at this very moment they cannot afford it. That is why a lot of them are there ranting, a lot of them are there shouting. So I would not say she shouldn't have done it. I would not say, okay, she should have done it. It is entirely a decision. But if you ask me if it was necessary, I would say no. I don't think it was necessary, but that is entirely my opinion. You understand? She would definitely do what makes her happy. If I'm insecure about any part of my body and I should get money, I'm definitely doing something about it. But that doesn't change the fact if that thing is necessary or not. That is from my own point of view. So what made me ask you, Joy, in the very beginning is if you notice any differences, because personally I did not notice any difference. No, I did not. I did not notice any difference. But I feel she has a reason for doing what she did, the fillers and every other thing. I want to believe she has a reason for doing it. That was why she went ahead with it. But me, Osita, I did not notice any difference. I did not see that spectacular something that would say, okay, this is the reason why it was done. So, you know, get where you touch. Big ups to her. May everybody just they do what to make them happy. Let everybody continue making themselves happy, because that is all that matters.
That is the way it is. Osita has said it all. Okay. And the question Osita asked me, I want to ask you, our fans, okay. Our viewers, do you think it was necessary or not? Okay, we want to hear from you. Do you think so? How do you see this new look? Because I don't understand why she want to. Because the old look and the new look, her mouth is more broad, and the eyes are, I don't know. So I'm just wondering, do you think that it is necessary or not necessary? As Osita asks, we want to hear from you. How do you see this? Okay, because I've told you that some fans are supporting her. Yes, why some people are just wondering what happened. Why would you do this? What are you looking for? Okay, somebody was even saying that, oh, because you have left your husband and you feel that you can do anything with yourself. Well, she was still. I think she was still married when she did her BBL. I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think she was still married when she did her BBL. So it's not like maybe because she has left her husband and then she feels she can do whatever she want to do. I don't think it's so. I don't think it's like that. Okay, but as I see that asks, do you think it's necessary? Please let us hear from you in the comment section. Osita, let's continue.
That being said, we leave that particular story and go right into the very next story. Yes, and this particular one is our very own T.I Blaze. A lot of people do not know that particular artist, but then he is somebody that's been doing well for himself, releasing back to back hit music and, getting his swag on in the music industry. Now, T.I Blaze officially is coming out to drag a prominent member of the entertainment space. I'm talking about a music executive, Dapper Music, accusing him of failing to account for 1.2 billion naira allegedly linked to royalties and licensing of artists' intellectual property. Calm down. Calm down. Let me say this as small. T.I Blaze made these particular allegations in a post shared on his X page while questioning the handling of music catalogs and royalty payments involving Dapper Music. The singer also questioned the involvement of Virgin Music in the business arrangement, asking how the company was entitled to share of the revenue. He further challenged Dapper Music to explain how the alleged 1.2 billion naira became unaccounted for. According to him, he said, how did Virgin Music get into a business where you are supposed to take 30% and bounce? From whose court is Virgin taking their bag? How did 1.2 billion naira go unexplained? Dapper Music, come and answer. T.I Blaze said, that's what T.I Blaze said. And he alleged Dapper Music licensed another person's intellectual property without mutual agreement, adding that greed had led to the betrayal of those who helped make money. Okay, he used the F word for here. According to him, who they license another person intellectual property without mutual agreement. Dapper, your cup don't finally full, he wrote. T.I Blaze further alleged that those who contributed to making the money were betrayed. When you get so drunk on your dreams, you can't fight greed spirit. Betray those that made the bag primarily. You'll be that colorful butterfly that goes back to being a caterpillar, he said. Now, a lot of people have actually reacted to this particular one. A lot of people are joining their voices with that of T.I Blaze, while a lot of people are not even giving him a listening ear. Somebody asked in the comment section, okay, the same Dapper Music where Sheyi Vibes run away from some years ago, is the same Dapper Music that you are coming to talk about. Somebody was saying, okay, that when Sheyi Vibe left and was talking about reaping and everything, T.I Blaze, you didn't say anything. Now you're coming to blow the same horn. Say what happened? How your eye can't take clear now? People are coming out to ask questions. People are coming out to try to get the facts. A lot of people are dragging Dapper Music left, right, and center. But Dapper Music himself have seemed to be very quiet. Sure.
See, let me tell you something. I want to start with when you want to go into contract with a record label, please read it very well. Read everything, read whatever that binds you with that person. Read everything before signing. Because that's what the fan is saying. The fan is saying, read it thoroughly. If you don't understand, take some time, ask your legal representative, let them explain. Ask somebody. Don't just sign what you don't know. Don't sign what you are not sure of. Even if you are an upcoming, they are not doing you a favor. Yes, they are not. If they don't, if they see, a fan is saying that if the person does not sign you, someone else will sign you. It's just a matter of time. So they're not doing you a favor. Okay, so if you read it, it is not okay with you. You don't like what they wrote there. You feel as if maybe what they're asking for is too much. Leave. If you can come to an agreement, fine, you come to an agreement and it is well signed. Everybody signed, everybody agrees, and it's fine. I don't know, Sita, if you can hear me, because a fan is saying that you should read the agreement before signing thoroughly, okay? Another one said, do the background check. Do the background check of the person you are signing into, because this is not the first time we're hearing about something like this in the entertainment industry. It is not the first time. And I know that maybe now we're talking about the entertainment industry, but it happened in so many sectors, so many areas. apart from the entertainment industry. Okay, so do your background check before you go into something, because it's not just only about the person. Oh, he's a manager, he's a music executive, CEO, he runs this record label. Do your background check to know the kind of person, because TI is talking about, when somebody becomes greedy, that greed would always show. Okay, even if the person is making money, the greed will show, because the person to make that money, so helping. T.I Blaze was TI example, so it's just. So do your background about the kind of person with before you start, you decide to go into something with that person. Although fans are saying that with all these things happening, we've not finished settling Jude Okoye's matter. Again, I believe the going to be hot with all this issue, and they tell you it's as if they have to pause this matter, because look at what is happening with Brain Jotter in Lagos. See, what is really happening? Lagos is really hot this time around. Okay, so but another fan is saying that it be like, say, the only sure record label now Marvin Record, because we've not heard something like this from Marvin Record. We've not. Okay, so I don't know. We've not heard something like this. It doesn't mean that just is not also greedy, or everybody is sticking to agreement. Take your own, I take my own, and we're good. Do something with your own. Let me do something with my own. Why must you take the other person's who is helping me, other person, in the efforts? Why? It's just so, it's just so. Somebody was even saying, if you ignore the signs, you go see the wonders. Also, you were citing one example about, Charlie Pop, Sheyi record. Okay, what the Dapper said that I was already there. It was already there even during the Sheyi, issue, the Sheyi problem. So you cannot just leave without completing, that's why maybe, because that's what the fan is saying. That's why I did not say anything. So this whole thing is an issue, is a problem. We'll be hearing about it on and on and on and on. So what can we even do about this? Because I think it's a human being. It's a human issue. It's no longer about the entertainment industry, because some people are there. They sign a contract, and at the end of the everything's and record label, everybody go on their way and they still maintain good relationship. But why is it this? People start having my money, having my royalties. Again, who took the money? That kind of thing. It's always, also how do you see this?
Seriously speaking, there is not much to do, but one thing I know for a fact is a lot of people do not know what they are getting into, especially when you're working with a very big platform. To people that are talking about doing your due diligence, people that are talking about make research and everything before signing contracts, it's not usually easy. A lot of us are not well read in that particular aspect. A lot of us do not even really know what we are getting into. We're just seeing it as this particular brand wants to give us a platform that we do not have. This particular brand is just trying to help us in ways we cannot actually help ourselves. So based on logistics, I feel personally it is not as easy as that. Basi on YouTube, we see you, we greet you. So based on logistics, I just feel it's not that easy. It's not that easy, especially for people that have not been in music. See, it's one thing for an established act to want to switch record label. That particular person has been in the game. That particular person understands the business. But if it's an upcoming, if it's somebody that have not been in the game, it is your due diligence you want to do. Where you want to do and reach. Where you want to, how many upcoming artists can afford a lawyer to go through a contract for them? How many of them even know those clauses that they're supposed to look out for in a contract? Their own is just, I'm doing music on the grassroots level and somebody's giving me the opportunity to go further. Somebody's giving me the opportunity to be packaged, to be a brand. So we end up signing contracts that we do not even really understand. But any which way, I believe Dapper Music would respond to all this dragging, because the dragging is already going left, right, and center. Joy, at this particular point, we'll just continue on today's FAMEIDOLS Hangout. Your final words before we leave the studio.
Yes, so hope you enjoyed our story. We told you Lagos is hot, and you can see that things are really happening. Well, how do you see what is happening with Brain Jotter? Okay, want to know, is it the same thing happening in your area? Even PELLER said one or two things, okay, and fans are saying PELLER, keep private, private. Okay, but do you agree with what fans are saying that PELLER should keep private, private? And the lady who is saying, find me a man like Davido, no problem. We have heard your request. Okay, Uche Ogbodo, do you think what she did is necessary? And T.I Blaze will keep you posted on what is happening there because we know that this matter it never ends. Osita, let's continue.
Beautiful people, make sure you're following us across every social media platform. I mean, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and X at Fame Idols. We do this every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. That one means, say, on Monday, we're going to be here live and direct with either another lineup of amazing stories or bring you more talent for your viewing pleasure. Up until Monday, Osita Gentleman is my name. Together with
Joy, your baby girl.
on a good night.